3 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. Welcome back to the KIX 96.5 morning show. Happy Thursday to you. We love featuring indie artists on the show. And this morning, we're heading to Tennessee to chat with award-winning singer-songwriter Parker Pressley. Parker's been at it since 1993. He's worked with the Bellamy Brothers. He's won the New Horizon Entertainer of the Year. And this year, he's up for 5 International Singer-Songwriters Awards coming up next weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. We're excited to have Parker on the show. First, Parker, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
30 years you've been at this, Parker. What's been the biggest change you've seen in the indie music scene?
Going web.
Yeah.
Going
online.
Going from cassettes to CDs to now, download.
Yeah, that's
and how much money we can pocket the record labels.
Yeah, well, you've always stuck to your guns, though. So I got to give you props. You've always been a traditional country guy, and you still are.
I have. And my late great friend John Condroni, who was a Dove Award-winning, Grammy-nominated artist, singer-songwriter, he said that was the most absolute thing that he loved about me, that no matter how the music industry changed, I'm stuck to my guns.
Well, I interviewed a lot of country artists in the last couple of months. It seems like traditional country is kind of swinging back. Do you feel that way?
I do. We've got Dallas Moore, Richard Lynch, Creed Fisher. They're outlaw, but it's traditional country. It's Waylon style, and that stuff's coming back.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, we listed a few. Bellamy Brothers, Jimmy Snow. You performed for Merle Haggard's wife, Clinton Gregory. What's it been? Has it been being on the road? Is it relationships? How have you been where you've been, Parker?
It's both. It's both knowing people and getting out there and being heard. Leona, we didn't mention Leona, Merle Haggard's one of his wives, Leona Williams. Got to play with her. So, yeah, it's just being out there making connections.
Yeah. Well, Bellamy Brothers, I listened to a lot of Bellamy Brothers when I was a kid because my mom loved them. Give us a story about the Bellamy Brothers.
Oh, my gosh. They're just, they're business, straightforward business. They've been in it for years. So it's just like, let's go do this. They're just laid back guys. They put their pants on the same way we do. So,
yeah, and nice guys, it seems like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, last weekend you were recording new music. Where were you doing this at?
Well, we do it in two different locations, and we did the music in Nashville, and then we were at my buddy's studio, Nick Nichols. He's also writers of the songs on my album, along with Les Reed, my producer, Edgel Groves. I can't thank him enough. My wife, but we've got 3 different locations we work with.
Yeah, because is he in Knoxville? Because you're in Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'm in Knoxville, but no, he is not. He's in South Carolina. I've got a studio in Georgia. So we just bounce around to whatever to get the sound that I want. Because how I got with these guys is I heard Richard Lynch on the radio with Cut and Paste, and I'm like, that's what I want. I want that sound, and this is what and I just started tracking Edgel down, and I said, look, and I finally did, and I said, I want to work with you. And it took us a year to get together with my schedule and his, and man, it's just been we just been blowing it out of the water.
Yeah. Well, I saw did you record an album last winter? What's going on with this?
Yes. In Over My Heart is the title cut from it. Nick Nichols and Randy Fincham wrote it. I've got songs on on there, Things You Shouldn't Do, by Steve Dorff and Bobby Tomlin, who wrote One More Day. I've got Les Reed, who was a writer for George Jones. So, man,
wow.
I've got me a great group of guys around me, and it's just what it takes.
Yeah, because how does that work? I mean, you're mentioning different songwriters. How do you get their stuff? Because I think I saw where you said Edgel gave you like a CD of music, and then you picked a song out, or John did, or something. How does that work, being an artist?
I listen to them. They'll send me stuff. I've got people just out of the blue that don't even know me that will, hey, are you looking for material? Would you take a listen to this? And it's just what what I want to put on an album at the time.
I guess they're songwriters, so they want to get their stuff out, and
yes,
you want to get stuff out. So there you go.
Half the album, I've written. So
yeah. Well, we're chatting with Parker Pressley. Go check him out. ParkerPressley.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. His latest single, Little Hank, you're going to hear that coming up here shortly. He's got tons of stuff that's coming. You mentioned your wife, Tina. You guys just got married, in 2020?
Yes.
Was that the only good thing that happened in COVID? How did you guys meet?
Oh boy. She was on a date with another writer, and I had a showcase writers night. John was doing for me, my great friend and co-writer and mentor, and they were there. They'd got there before me, and so the writer that she was with was like, "That Parker, he's supposed to be here." I don't know what everybody sees in. Anyway, so she's sitting there looking around, waiting. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? And we walk in. I walk in, and everybody's just, hey Parker, and so I sung a song titled "The First Time," and after the show, she come up to me, and because she had lost her late husband to cancer, and she said that really touched me, and I said, well, that's what why I'm doing this, is because I want to touch people's lives. I want to talk about real things, not make up junk, just to be writing. I don't do that. I write what I feel, what I live. And it was, golly, a year, 6 months to a year. And, I'm talked to her, and we just started talking, and here we are.
Yeah, here you are, married, and 3 years later. What?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you hear, Parker? Who do you look like? You're like Alan Jackson with Tracy Lawrence or something mixed together. What do you hear?
Well, I've been told I look like Alan Jackson, and I sound like George Strait, Alan Jackson, and Tracy Lawrence. So I'm, if they're all three great guys that, if I want to be looks like somebody or sound like somebody, what better people to be,
Well, exactly. You can't go wrong there. Anyone says you look like Alan Jackson or sound like him or George Strait or Tracy Lawrence, you're doing pretty good. So, that's good. Parker Pressley, go check him out.
But I am me. I'm Parker, so...
Exactly. He's still the original Parker Pressley. Go check him out, ParkerPressley.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you go to YouTube and look up Parker, and also on your Facebook page, you do these Down on the Farm series of videos. Yes,
thanks to my great buddy out in California, Clay Fowl. He's a great video doer. I'm not up to par on that stuff, so I do. Between him and my wife keeping me heads up, they keep me in line.
Keep your technology straight.
Yes.
Well, I mean, is this at your house, or you actually live on a farm, or where's your place at?
I do. It's in a little town called Friendsville. We do have a farm, so we do it on my property, and every once in a while we'll do something out and about. So
yeah, well, and I love one of the recent ones. You're sitting there drinking sweet tea.
Oh yeah, gotta have my sweet tea. Yeah, I'm just a laid back country boy, so
down on the farm drinking his sweet tea. Nothing's better than that.
Yes.
What's the wooden room? Is that like your studio, or is that your hangout, or what is that?
That's my man cave.
Okay. That's what I
so
figured.
you get a personal, you get a personal look at at my man cave.
Yeah, you get to hang out with Parker in his man cave. Tells you what's going on. Give you a preview of some of his music. Might sing you a song. Go check it out on his Down on the Farm series of videos. You were up for 7. You made it to the finals for 5 awards at the International Singer-Songwriters Association. You're in Tennessee, so I imagine you're going next week to Atlanta.
Oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, we're super excited, and I can't wait to walk the red carpet and give my speech, for the awards. So I love it. We're up for Single of the Year, Entertainer of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, Album of the Year. So I'm beside myself. I can't thank all the people around me, my wife, producer, Edgel, Nick, and all the writers that have made this possible. The investors, I didn't mention that. I ain't naming no names, but Clay, my videographer, but all the people. It takes a lot. People think it's just, he gets up and sings. No, it's hard work and dedication.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, which one do you want to win the most?
Oh my gosh. I would like to win, golly. Boy, that's a tough one, Jim.
It doesn't matter. Just give me something.
I think if I had, there's two. I would like to win Single of the Year with Little Hank because I lost my buddy and great friend to COVID, and so it would mean more on that one to win it, and then Songwriter of the Year,
Yeah, that'd be a lot. Entertainer of the Year. It's funny because you and somebody else I talked to, I think Wolf Milestone, I think he's up for international. I mean, he's like, I don't know how old Wolf is. He's been around forever. And you guys are both up for like emerging artists. It's like, I've been around for 30 years. I don't know if I can be an emerging artist at this point in time. People didn't research it too well when they nominated you for that, but good luck. I hope you're bound to at least win one. I mean, you're up for 5, so we'll see.
I'm going for 5.
Exactly. He wants 5. He wants an armful of crystals heading out of Atlanta, Georgia next Saturday night. Well, you mentioned John a couple times. I mean, Houston, the song we played earlier, he wrote that song. Little Hank, he wrote as well.
Me and him wrote that one together. We wrote the first time together. We wrote a ton before, all COVID broke loose.
Yeah, how old was John? Was he older or what? I mean, because he died from COVID.
He, 59.
That's it?
When he died.
Wow.
Yeah. It kills me. But I've got his guitar that he used to play, so I take it with me wherever we go. I don't leave home without him.
Wow, that's tough. Was it fast or did he?
Yes, it was fast.
Huh. Well, that's too bad.
The last words and the last words that he called me and he says, "Parker, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to the hospital. I've gotten so sick." And I said, "Is there anything you need?" And I said, and he's like, "No, just." I said, "Well, if you do, holler at me." And he says, "I will." He says, "I love you." And I said, "I love you too." And that was last time I got to see him or talk to him.
Well, at least you left on good a good way at least, or said you loved him.
Yeah.
Got to say goodbye at least, or something. A little bit of closure, but
I wasn't really saying goodbye because I thought he was going to get through it, you know.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, it ended up being my goodbye to him. But think about him every day that I'm doing this.
Yeah. Well, all this new music, when you got an album, you just recorded new stuff. When are we going to hear all this? What are you going to unleash everything?
I've got Little Hank in Over My Heart on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Pandora. So all the folks out there in Radio Land, go and download it, like my stuff, share it with your family and friends, and go to my website and buy merch.
Yeah, go and buy his merch. He's got quite a bit of merch.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, go and help him out. You can also give him a tip. Help him out. Get on the road. Parker Pressley. It's PRESSLEY.com. You can also go and like him. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, go and check out his website. He's got his merch and everything else right there you need to know about Parker. Well, Parker, tell us, what do you got on your face right now? The goatee, or you got the full beard?
I got the goatee.
Goatee. It's summertime.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My wife, if my wife had it her way, she would want the goatee year round. But I aggravate. I do it just for meanness. I grow it out. She's like, "Are you growing it out?" I said, "I'm thinking about it."
Yeah. What are we wearing Saturday for the ICE Awards next week?
Well, I've got a pair of blue boots, blue shirt, and a vest. They'll say, "Well, he looks like Alan," because I'll wear my shirt out. I don't get dressed up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to get dressed up. I'm just laid back, and you know.
He's the country boy from North Carolina, and now he lives in Tennessee.
Yeah.
There you go. Parker Pressley. Go check him out, parkerpressley.com. Here's little Hank. Parker, thanks so much for coming on, and good luck next Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, and all you fans out there, I love you.
Parker Pressley, little Hank. It's KIX 96.5.